Hello.
Hi.
How you doing?
Doing okay. How about yourself?
Pretty good. It has been about a week to 2 weeks, well, a few sessions since we last met up. Just to make things clear, we talked about pretty much the fact that you have been dealing with insomnia.
Yes.
Okay. And you've been up like sleeping, well, not sleeping, but you've
Right.
been up quite late, just kind of thinking about a lot of things and
Yeah.
kind of dealing with that. And that's basically what you kind of are in here to receive help with, right?
Right.
Okay. All right. Well, can you just kind of recap and walk me through that, what that looks like?
Okay. So for the past couple of months, I've been up to about, I don't know, 4 or 5 a.m. And I know my body's tired, but my mind is just restless. And it seems like at that point in time, I'm just thinking of like everything in the world. Like throughout the day, I'm like, doing normal tasks. But then when I like lie down and fall asleep, just everything hits me at once. Um, like financial worries, worries about family issues, friendship issues, just like all these things are just high anxiety and stress just like come streaming into my mind, and I like can't fall asleep. It's really insane.
So is it just like mainly things that you kind of prioritize or care about personally, like on a more personal level?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So just like daily things that stress me out and like things that I care about and worry about. And even like past things too, like things I regret and like keep dwelling on that happened like years ago, like will just randomly pop in my mind. I'm like, get out of here, what are you doing here? You know? It's like crazy.
Yeah. What are some things though? You said like financial and family things. Like, what kind of struggles are you dealing with right now, like in that area?
So right now I'm barely getting by. I can't even like afford to have a savings account, which is another thing I'm worried about because like my car is probably gonna die soon and I need money for a car and like I can't save money. So just like my job just doesn't support enough money for that, so I'm worried about that. And then with my family, um, my mom is really sick, and I want to try to help her out financially, but I can't, and I also just try to be there for her, but I just don't know how to go about that, and like my whole family just doesn't know how to handle that. So we're all kind of like awkward in showing affection, so it's like I don't know what to do. So yeah, that's kind of just stressing me out.
Okay. It seems like a root of it is financial support in several different areas, like
Yeah.
in your life. And well, how is your work life? Like, what is?
So I'm a waitress,
Okay.
which waitresses usually make a decent amount of money. But I can only do so many hours because I have to spend time taking care of my mom. And then also like it varies. Some days are good days, some days are bad days, and like getting enough money. And like I totally support myself. My parents don't support me, so car insurance bill, gas, food, rent. I live by myself in a studio, so I don't have any roommates to help me out, which I considered finding roommates, but haven't done that. So I still make a lot.
Well, how do you do like within a support system? What does that look like for you? Like, do you have that?
Support system?
Yeah.
For my family?
Well, yeah, for your family. Yeah.
I've only ever kept like a few close friends. I don't have a lot of friends. So I have a few really good friends that I confide in. But one of them lives in Cleveland, so I don't really see her face to face. And the other one is in nursing school. So she's always really busy. So the people I really talk to are my family. But like I said, they're very kind of like awkward and don't really know how to deal with feelings and stuff. Good reason why I'm in counseling, so I could talk to you about stuff. But so they're pretty awkward, and I mean, they can't really like help me out that much. I feel like sometimes.
Okay. And so it seems like kind of a root also with your insomnia, like you're saying, just things that you're thinking about a lot. And do you feel like if we were able to kind of like figure out how to deal with some of these things, you might go to sleep a lot better or not worry about that?
Yeah, I think that'd be good. Some like action steps, because like with the finances, like I could find a better job or I could get roommates, or like there are things that I can do, but I feel like it's just so overwhelming that I don't want to do anything, you know?
Yeah. And would you be willing to like kind of like set some goals that we can have that you can kind of try and work towards like going forward?
I think so.
Okay.
That'd be a good idea.
Yeah. What about like you were talking about things you dwell in the past? Like, how does that affect you now?
I think about it a lot. I'm sad pretty often. I'll be just driving in the car and I'll just think about this thing I did once and I'll just get really sad about it and it'll affect my whole day. I used to use drugs pretty heavily, like in high school, which I may not appear like the person to do that, but I just resorted to that as an escape from the stress of school and the stress of family and things like that. Like I did marijuana, I smoked cigarettes, I drank pretty often. I didn't like partying a lot, but I did drink like by myself, with friends. And I did like experiment with several other drugs like pills, um, and I tried acid once, um, and that just kind of, I don't, that affected me a lot. I still sometimes smoke marijuana when I'm like really stressed out, so I don't know if that's something that keeps me awake. Um, but usually it makes me feel pretty lazy, to be honest, and tired. But I try not to do that.
Yeah. Is that something though that you kind of find yourself using still then, kind of as like a way to deal with what's going on?
A coping mechanism, yeah. Any way that I can escape, I'll do that.
Is it ever in situations like specifically when you feel like you don't have any control with that and you kind of like want to find something to use?
Yep, I just want to give up. I become really apathetic. I just don't want to deal with it, and I just want to go to something comfortable.
Alright. Yeah. Okay. So, talked about your childhood and stuff like that a little bit. Well, just like your youth and what you used to do, like kind of similar, and you're still kind of using those similar things to kind of do what you're doing now, and not really finding any success with what that is doing. It's kind of just like an escape. So, I guess we can talk about like going forward, just dealing with being able to set up some clear goals with that, and also being willing to kind of find something else. Would you be willing to like look at other ways to kind of like deal with that? Because yeah, we actually have like here our like clinic, well not clinic, but where I work at, we actually have like information that helps with that, like being able to like get away from like use of like any form, like not even just abusing drugs, but use of anything to kind of like escape from something. And we also have like information on how to like kind of work towards like budgeting and like financial and stuff. We can have an advisor like kind of help you with that also. But I think importantly we should still kind of consider talking about like the stress you're dealing with going forward, and just trying to figure out what exactly we can do about that also.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds good.
Alright, cool.
Thank you. Appreciate it.